So when they come out and speak and say, look, bro, I need to get those benefits. My family have been living on this land for centuries. Okay, where's my bet? Well, I need those benefits. So help me get off the ground. Don't bring foreigners in. So I'm starting to see that trend, and I think that's great.
That's not true. Most Americans need to be deported, and foreigners need to be imported to make the country great again. You got to get rid of it.
Import garbage, you become garbage.
No, honestly though.
Oh, I want to ask off a question actually. Can you tell me what's the woke right? I mean, like everybody has been talking about this topic for
woke right. You want the woke right?
Woke right. Yeah, woke right. People like Candace Owens.
Yeah. Charlie Kirk. Yes.
Charlie Kirk.
Woke right.
Bro,
yes.
He's my favorite. He's my favorite. What the fuck?
Look,
how is he woke
I don't
right?
hate the guy. I don't despise the guy. But Charlie Kirk is disingenuous. He's disingenuous.
Like which one? Which exactly?
Okay, you cannot appeal to science, Charlie Kirk, when it comes to, for example, transgenderism, but then you fall back on it when it comes to the Bible. Don't do that.
Explain.
Okay, for instance, when a person says, you only have XX chromosomes, XY chromosomes, and secondary sexual characteristics. I agree with you. Civil biology. We all learned it in junior high school. However, since you appeal to science so much and you hold science in such a high regard, right? Why don't you accord it the same respect and regard when it comes to your policies that are based on beliefs, Christian beliefs, and morality?
Oh, so he's poorly managing the balance between science and religion.
Sir. And that's one of the woke. Okay. Another woke thing that Candace Owens. Now, I respect Candace Owens for one thing. The fact that during
anti-Israel stand.
No. During COVID, she stood up. She was against certain authoritarian policies. Okay. She wanted people to know the truth. I agree with her that if you're going to claim that and this is why I go against the left here. If you're going to claim my body, my choice, you cannot turn around and in the same breath tell somebody, when it comes to vaccines, your body, my choice, or your body, no choice. Now, scientifically speaking, yes, take the vaccine. And it's not surprising that the vaccine came up so fast. It was produced and manufactured so fast because pharmacological science, with all of its erroneous past, with all of its shortcomings, we have done good progress in terms of genetics and virology, right? But when it comes to public policy, in my opinion, I would say science has no bearing on it. Science says, look, this is effective stuff. When it comes to the ethics, policy, you take it. You don't want to take it, fine. You've made the choice, you suffer the consequences. So when it came to the battle of narratives between left and right, I respected her for that. Even when, what's her name? I forgot the doctor's name who actually supported her in this too. And she's a neuroscientist. And I love her, by the way. Great scientist in her own respect. And I respected that. But when Candace Owens began towing the line of the idea of this and Israel this and 40,000 and genocide. Shut up, Candace. You're telling me, Candace.
Yeah, exactly. That's the reason why I'm so
telling me that one of the judges on the panel of the ICJ that came on the BBC and said that we've never ruled against Israel. We haven't said it's you're telling me you know better than the judge? No. And you're toting the same propaganda lines that is being told by Hamas? Shut up, Candace.
Look,
Candace has a problem. Candace has a problem, along with Kanye West. Look, if you have a problem with Leor Cohen, right, then say fuck Leor Cohen. And you should be thanking Leor Cohen. Because of Leor Cohen, Jay-Z is the billionaire. Because of Leor Cohen, DMX had enough money to do crack. Because of Leor Cohen, Russell Simmons is well off in his retirement.
Yeah.
These guys should be thanking Leor Cohen.
And Abby, Alpha, I thank you guys for, and it's very good points, Alpha. Very good points. Look, many girls have dated Mr. Jeff here, right? Many girls on Clubhouse. Many girls. They have told me personally. They've dated Mr. Jeff.
This has nothing to do with Jeff. Like, what are you talking about?
Hey, Chief, can you let me finish a sentence?
Sure.
Okay. And but none of them, they're all elderly, well-respected women, all of them. And and good on Jeff. I really hats off to Jeff.
That's it.
Left, right, and center. Jeff is getting action. Jeff is getting action on Clubhouse, right? And
Was that it? That was the dumb mistake I had all night, even from the Islamists.
Okay.
If Jeff is getting action, he's getting action. Who gives a damn? Like,
Well,
nobody cares about what.
I do give a damn, Ashik, because you should have called me as his personal photojournalist. Anyway, I don't know what to say to that. What am I saying to that, bro? I have nothing to say to that. Good for Jeff. Stay healthy, Jeff. Damn, I don't know what to say to that.
Anna Kasparian recently was on berserk mode in Piers Morgan's show, and then she shouted on an Israeli official or something. Did you guys watch that episode? It was wild.
No, I hate Piers Morgan. He's a cunt. Fuck him.
He's woke right too.
I'll say this, Avi. So there's no animosity, in my opinion, towards Candace Owens. Okay? But Candace Owens, for instance, going on... See, have you seen Candace Owens on Bill Maher's podcast? Did anybody see the segment?
I watched the Jubilee video.
No,
Candace Owens versus the Liberals.
A long time ago. She's just like a Zoom when I want nothing to do with her.
Go watch Candace Owens with Bill Maher. She does not have the audacity, to confront him on controversial issues. That's number one. And she does not have the temerity to make the claims that she does now. Now, when she's trying to pretend this anti-establishmentarianism that she's trying to do, fine. You're trying to be a contrarian, fine, be a contrarian. However, don't start disseminating propagandist and anti-Semitic libels against a nation, poisonous conspiracies, and I mean poisonous because they do cause mental retardation, okay? And rehash the same ones that we've been hearing for decades, if not centuries, okay? So this is the problem. But other than that, you're free to your opinion, man. She hasn't said everything that's unfactual. No, she said things that are also factual. But for Candace Owens, right, with her moralism, come on, Candace. Don't bring 19-year-olds and 20-year-olds from OnlyFans or from any college. Don't do that. Charlie Kirk.
Charlie Kirk is something different. Like Charlie Kirk is one of the best conservative speakers that I've ever came across. I mean, like, he gives points and I buy them, even with my own research and stuff. Yeah.
Charlie Kirk,
especially on the small, like small but strong governments and strong borders and abortion issue and everything.
Can we be honest though, Alpha? Candace Owens, her audience is black, right? Black male and like primarily black.
I'm really concerned about her audience.
White people follow her too.
For me, it's just to be consistent.
No, well, look. I don't think anyone watches her who is not black. If you're not black, you don't watch Candace Owens. Nobody really cares what Candace Owens thinks unless you're black.
Look.
And it's a fact.
Candace Owens is a problem.
This is the truth about America. This is the truth about America.
Candace Owens had a personal...
Nobody cares what she thinks in America unless maybe a few black people. Even black people don't even care what she thinks.
For me, it's really not black and white. For me, it's
No, it is. This is the truth. America is racially
She had
segregated.
a disagreement, and she had a very vehement disagreement with Rabbi Shmuley. And after that conversation, Candace Owens cannot speak about Israel without toting Hamas propaganda. Look, Miss Candace, you have a problem with Rabbi Shmuley. That's between you and him. But don't try to demonize a nation, okay, for your own personal vendetta.
And then look, Alpha, the only people falling for it are either the blacks or the black sympathizers. There is a black sympathizer community who is not black in America, but who do sympathize, perhaps because, very dark, insecure about their dark skin or
That's
I think that's one of the funniest things I've ever
black
had.
sympathizer, dude.
Some of these places,
I don't know what black sympathizer means.
It's like a rage bait thing from Who's the White Guys that they say it all the time. Candace Owens, I don't like Candace Owens because she's just simply wrong. It has nothing to do with the black-white thing. If I didn't like black people, if I didn't like white people, I didn't like Jewish people, I wouldn't talk to none of y'all. But it's always like a white guy being like, the black people.
Who came from Sudan?
Let me land, bro.
Who came from Sudan to Australia?
Calm down. Let me land. You can finish after me. It's always like a white guy being like, it's a black with a cat. No, actually, the people that push the white conservatives be like, it's a black woman can say everything we want to say, but we can't say it. From 2016 until like 2023, when you could finally say what you wanted to say, because for those years you were such cowardice about it. You let like trans be in front of magazines, you let like lesbians in front of magazines, you let so many people become in magazines. But at that time you were happy enough to be like, Candace Owens can just say what we don't want to say. But as soon as she comes out of fashion, you're like, she just speaks to the black people. No, she doesn't fucking speak to the black people. Most black people detest Candace Owens, and most Catholics detest Candace Owens. I'm a Roman Catholic. She converted to Roman Catholicism last year, and she doesn't even know the Nicene prayer. What kind of Catholic becomes a Catholic without knowing the Nicene prayer? It's just, it's detestable.
No, look, for
and
me,
it's
it's just
disgusting.
journalism.
So don't come here and tell me it's like a black people thing to be like,
Well, what I'm trying to say, let me get to the core of the issue, right? You moved from Sudan to Australia, fair, right? And Australia is a great country, right? Sudan is a great country.
No. Actually, let me correct you. I moved from South Sudan to Australia.
Okay, fair enough. And thanks for the correction. However, what I'm trying to get at, you came from majority black nations, South Sudan and that region, but it's very like highly tribalized. You have all your tribal communities, all these divisions, and then you move to a country like Australia, a very cosmopolitan. Okay. Well, let me finish, Alpha. So Australia is like at least 20 to 25 years ahead of America in terms of the racial issue. Australians like
false.
Let me finish. I've seen both countries. In America, race is a very important issue. Okay, and the society and how America works, a race is extremely important, and it's a very crucial component of how the society functions. Not so much in Australia. Australia is a little more cosmopolitan, a little more advanced. Even ahead of Canada. Canada is ahead of the U.S. and then Australia is ahead of Canada. So that should put things in perspective a little bit for you. Okay, race matters in America. It goddamn matters in America, and I don't care what anybody says. If they say otherwise, they're too much left. They got a little bit of those those horse blinders around their eyes.
But don't you think that it's time to get over racism?
I gotta go. I can't listen to the wisdom of a retard anymore. He's got about as much sense as I've slept with Elton.
I'm so sorry, Jeff.
I understand, Jeff. I understand. Take care, my brother.
I'm adding you, Jeff. Bye-bye.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom.
Alpha.
Finally. God damn it. Yeah. I can't my son had nothing to do with it. Yeah, I get it. Look, Israel is a great country. Israel is a great country. Okay? Israeli Jews are amazing people. Alpha can attest to this. Israeli Jews are amazing people. You want to say American Jews? Bruh, give me a break. A bitch slap those American Jews. Because like,
you can't even bitch slap yourself. What are you
bitch
doing?
slap,
They've been fighting.
back too. I would bitch slap you back to Cuba right now.
Wait a
I
second.
would
They've
bitch slap
been
you back to
fighting in
Cuba
Gaza
right
for 2 years. You've never put on a single uniform. You're not
I
gonna
would bitch slap you
anybody
back to
unless
Cuba
your
right
wife
now.
says your wife beat up. That's
I
what
would
you do.
I would
You're
bitch
not gonna
slap
walk up
you
to
from
an Israeli
Perth
person
to
and
Juba.
be like, yeah,
One
I'm gonna
slap.
slap your girlfriend because they're gonna bitch slap you because they've been
One
fighting
slap.
in
One
Gaza
slap
for
from
years
Perth to
against
Juba.
terrorism. You've never put on any uniform ever. You're such a pussy. Like
You
wanna just
you
go and be like,
you
yeah,
can't even play basketball properly.
But in
The one talent
Wait
you
a
have
second,
is
wait a second, guys, please, guys,
He's a fucking
please.
retard. He's thinking like
Wait.
he's just gonna walk up to a random Jew and be like, yeah.
I would bitch slap you back to
Wait a second,
Cuba.
wait a
Well,
second.
the armed forces are hard.
Wait a second, let me mediate. Okay, let me mediate. S500.
Shabbat shalom.
S500.
Shabbat shalom.
You're not
Yeah.
a retard.
Sure. I'm calling you. S500. I want to talk to you.
Let us speak, brother. Let us speak.
What's your ethnicity?
So basically, my father's side is from Malawi, okay, and my mother's side is actually Pacific Islander.
Pacific Islander and Malawi. Okay. What's your religion?
You know, I was raised a Christian, but now I lean more towards Buddhism. That's my
So
preference.
you're ethnically brown or black? Like, what's your race?
Half African, half Pacific Islander.
Which type of Buddhism are you?
Theravada.
And what year did you become a Buddhist?
2009.
2009? You're old. Fucking hell. But anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I was 11 years old at the time. I was 11 years old. I didn't even tell my parents for 7 years. Right?
So did you get confirmed before you left the Catholic Church?
What do you mean? Did I get confirmed before I went to Catholic Church?
Did you get confirmed to the Catholic Church? Did you get confirmed?
Yeah,
to
when
the
I was
Catholic
a kid,
Church?
of course. When I was a kid, we used to attend church every Sunday.
You're such a liar because you get confirmed to the Catholic Church when you're 10 or 11. So many people lie on here. It's ridiculous.
Look.
You're such a ridiculous. I'm sick of you. Like, you can't even tell the truth. Shame on you.
You know the biggest shame?
Shame on you.
I'll tell you the biggest shame.
Shame on you.
I'll tell you the biggest shame.
Shame on you. Shut the fuck up. You get confirmed as a Catholic when you're 10 and you're 11 years of age. He's a damn liar. Shame on him.
Seriously.
Fuck that liar.
Seriously. Alpha.
Because at 10 years of age, if you're born a Roman Catholic, that's when you get confirmed. Shame on this disgusting liar for trying to bring shame on people. If you're going to tell the truth, just tell the truth. It's a disgusting thing to do. Pretending you're somebody else. What a shameful thing to do. Is that even allowed in Buddhism? I don't even think he's a Buddhist. Malawi and Pacific Islander. You know how many islands are in the Pacific? It's retarded and ridiculous.
Just gone.
It's ridiculous. She's a liar. Because if you ask any Catholic woman, you confirm, they'll be like, yeah, 10 years of age, 11 years of age, this is my Pope, this is the bishop.
The thing is, he was hardly speaking English. He can't even speak English. He was hardly doing the American accent.
He's retarded. He's not even American. He's not American. He's probably like Bangladeshi or something. I don't even know. But he's not American or something else like that. It's ridiculous. I can't listen to these people, Abby. If you want to listen to these people, I'll make you a moderator.
No. I'm not. If I had the moderator, then I would have kicked him.
I don't want to listen to these liars. They just lie. It's terrible what they say.
Yeah.
It's terrible. I don't know why I have to lie to people. It's terrible.
Alpha, you there?
Look, bro, I'll make you a mod and you can listen to these people, but I don't want to listen to these people. They're just
No, I don't want to listen to him. I don't want to listen to him.
It's beyond the pale. It's terrible. See, either you take the mod and you talk to him, or I'm just going to end the room.
Look, just end the room. It's okay, fine. I've added you. Add me back, okay, brother?
All right, let me add you back. That's a terrible thing to do, to lie like that. Huh?
Where are you from, by the way? South Sudan?
I'm from South Sudan, but raised in Australia.
Raised in Australia. Okay, so you're Christian.
Brisbane, Queensland. That's why I'm Christian.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
All right.
I just hope that we get rid of jihadism in this planet, That's
bro,
why.
I fought against jihadism. There's a reason South Sudan exists, because we won.
Yeah.
We won.
So there's no national religion or something in South Sudan?
So the religion is Christian, about 80%.
Okay.
The rest of the 19% is animist. And then like 0.1% is Muslim, because we deported them all to the north because we don't want any Muslims in our country. It's a terrible religion to have in any country.
Sure. Exactly. You guys saved yourselves. Yeah.
You don't want that, because they'll start having babies. A Muslim woman has like fucking 20 kids, so you don't want to
you're making 1.5 babies and they're making 5 babies. They're just gonna overpopulate you.
Yeah, they have like 20 kids. We have like 12 million in our country. And if we kept Muslim men and Muslim women in our country, we're going to have like 20 million babies in like 10 fucking years or 20 fucking years. Because all they do is breed and they call their kids Muhammad or Yahya, a terrorist name. So we don't want any of that. And that's the reason why we deported all them to the north. Now they have a civil war, but that's none of our problem, So when they say pray for Sudan, it's none of our business. It's just Muslims killing Muslims again. It's not our problem.
Since you're from the African continent, I just want to shortly, I want to let you go, but there's a last question. I'm just curious, just because you're an African, so I want to ask you.
You can ask me a question. There's somebody called A that wants to come. Do you want to bring it up?
Okay.
Maybe it could be one of your people.
Okay, so what do you think about Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger doing the coup? Is that good or bad?
Did you say Niger?
Niger.
I want to break up every single of those countries. I want to break up Somalia. I want to break up Western Sahara. I want to break up all those countries. I don't want any Islamic majority Muslim countries in my country.
Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger did a coup against their leaders who were Western affiliated, and then they raised the flags of Russia, and there's a revolution going on these 3 nations. So what do you think about that? That's my question.
I think they're all doing terrible. I think they're all corrupt, and I think they're just stealing money. That's all they're doing. They're all terrible countries. I've been to all 3 countries. They're just terrible countries. You can't do business with them. Every single minister's corrupt. Every single person's corrupt. And they just waited to make enough money to leave, to retire in like the Bahamas, the United States, the European Union, or somewhere else. I don't believe in those pro-African stuff. It's all a lie. It's all a joke.
Ibrahim Traore.
He's a joke. Ibrahim Traore is a joke. He's just
okay. Everybody's just saying he's the new African hero from whatever.
No, Ibrahim Traore is a joke. He's probably gonna die in the next 2 years. Someone's gonna shoot him or kill him. He's a joke. He walks around like he's a commander. He was never a commander. He was never an officer. He's a retard that happened to get into power because he orchestrated some coup, you know. But Traore is not a commander in Africa. No. He's probably going to die in the next 2-3 years. So it's not going to last very, very long. He has no legitimacy. He's not building anything. He was saying, we're building like, what did he say that they're building? You know, tomato puree? He was like...
Yeah, the name, yeah.
He was saying that they're building tomato puree. I'm like, you don't need tomato puree. You can get that from anywhere in the whole world. Italy, whatever, you know. So terrible.
Yeah.
It's happening, yeah.
He doesn't want to make any business with the West, so he's a Russian supporter.
I don't care about Russia. Russia is going to bend the knee soon because Russia doesn't have the will to fight for too long. So these people that hate Russia and what's going on, I think Russia is going to suffer very, very soon. And I just think people like Ibrahim Traore are a joke. They're like Makandu and stuff, you know, Sakote, all those leaders in Africa beforehand that, you know all of them. I don't need to repeat them to you. You understand?
Yeah, I understand.
These people, I tell you.
But there are some people saying, like, I don't know if it's a false narrative that he's the most, handsome, brave man from Burkina Faso or something. I'm like, oh, really? Let me talk to an African.
Bro, Burkina Faso, did you know, had a dictatorship for the last 40 years before that?
What?
Yeah, before Traore, they had a dictatorship for the last 40 years.
Repeat it again. I didn't get your accent.
Burkina Faso is a terrorist country.
Terrorist country?
Yeah, Thomas Sankara is the first president of Burkina Faso.
Okay.
And he lasted until his best friend killed him until 2014. Burkina Faso has always been, how do I call it? A military dictatorship. It's nothing new. You know?
But he's anti-jihadist. He says that he Muslim or Christian doesn't matter. He just wants to. It's his.
Yeah, but the thing is, that every single week the Muslims take more territory from him. He's not winning the war.
He's claiming to be secular.
Yeah, but the problem is he's not winning the war. Are you looking at the map in Burkina Faso? Who's actually winning the war against the Sahel regions? He's not winning. He's losing.
Okay.
He's losing against terrorism. And if he doesn't give up his seat, Burkina Faso is going to become a full-fledged jihadist state. That's what's going to happen. I hope you know that, right?
Yeah.
Social media is not real life. If he doesn't give
but
it up,
social media says that he's like really secular and he's against jihadism and terrorists and all that. Like, social media says.
They said the same thing about Khomeini. You know, you don't believe social media. You have to go.
Yeah.
They said the same thing about Ayatollah Khomeini. Like, yeah, he's secular. They're going to call it the Islamic Republic of Iran. It's going to be democratic, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that didn't happen, you know. Don't believe everything you see in social media. It's all a part.
Yeah. That's why I just verify it from different sources.
Ibrahim Traore is going to destroy Burkina Faso because he's illiterate, he's uneducated, he can't even speak French properly, he can't even speak Farsi properly, and he wasn't educated properly. He wasn't even a commander.
Thomas Sankara. Okay, he's also a good figure.
Yeah, Thomas Sankara was there, but he was a socialist. His best friend killed him before he got there.
Okay. Socialist.
Yeah, he's a socialist. Where are you from originally, so I can compare to your country, so you understand what I'm saying?
I'm from India.
All right, it's like Nehru betraying you to the Muslims. Now you have 200 million Muslims in your country. It's like that.
Yeah, our country has been facing this for the past 1,000 years. The Mughals, they came here, butchered our people, raped our women, destroyed our temples, forcefully converted them. Ask me about it. 1,000 years of brutality.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what exactly he's gonna do. Because he's losing the Sahel, and he's losing areas next to Mali, and he's losing the north part of Nigeria, and he's losing the north part of the Gambia, and he's losing Senegal, because Senegal is a majority Muslim country. He's losing everywhere. He just has a good social media campaign. There's nothing badass about him. He's a weak and a pathetic loser, and eventually he's going to lose, and you're going to see it maybe in 2 months, 3 months, maybe Christmas. But you'll see it. The jihadis are going to take over that part of the world. You'll see what happens. It's going to be like ISIS all over.
Achik, I heard that there is a famine going around, in Sudan. Is it in North Sudan? I'm not sure. Just asking.
It's in North Sudan, so I don't really give a fuck. It's none of my business.
As expected. As expected. Yeah. They always want handouts, isn't it?
That's the North Sudanese problem. That has nothing to do with me. I'm South Sudanese. When my people were dying and they were blowing up our churches and they were doing suicide bombing in our buses and all the bullshit they were doing, I don't really care how many people die in North Sudan. I mean, it sounds harsh, but yeah, there's a famine in North Sudan, a problem. The EU go there instead of worrying about Gaza every single day. Gaza. And all these terrorist organizations that work with Gaza, Humanitarian Foundation, other ones. It's not my problem, bro.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. We also had, I'm from the same place, India. And we had a chance in 1947 to, for total population transfer. They asked for a separate nation. We gave them two, Bangladesh and Pakistan. But the founding fathers of India, to be frank, were stupid enough not to, ask for total population transfer, and a lot of them stayed back.
Nehru and Gandhi screwed you guys. What they did to you guys is unforgivable. It's terrible. They gave you borders. One was Bangladesh, a terrorist state, another border, and one was Pakistan, another terrible state.
And the greatest mistake that we did while our freedom struggle from the British in the freedom struggle is we created a jihadi state for the jihadists, and then we created a secular state for the Hindus, and it was like, what the fuck, dude? Just make India a Hindu country.
Exactly.
It would have been nice.
Why didn't you do that?
But the political party, he's the greatest bastard of all time. His name is Jawaharlal Nehru. He destroyed everything in our country. From the beginning.
They gave you the Congress Party, which is the worst party ever in the history of the
worst
world.
party ever. Now BJP is tightening the balls. Now BJP is doing the good. And BJP is, by the way, the largest political party in the entire planet. It's doing some good and it's also doing some bad. But,
but what do you say? Look what hand they gave him. They gave him the Joker. They didn't give him a king or a 10 or a 9 or an 8 or a 7. They gave the BJP a Joker. You started off from nothing, so it's going to take some time, maybe 20 years,
We are talking about
maybe. Like the BJP. Look what the BJP have to reverse. All this terrorism. Look what happened in Kashmir. Like Kashmir is India.
And then we retaliated, and then we, destroyed the terrorist areas in Pakistan. And we're doing, but that's not enough.
Bro, your people screwed you over, bro. I feel for you. That's why COVID happened in Australia. I said, we have to bring in the Indian people because Indian people in Australia are hardworking. They're very good people. I don't want any more Muslims, Pakistanis, and
speaking about
terrorists. I want the Indians to come back to Australia, because they can't.
Speaking about Australia, I really like Avi Yemeni. He has my same name, yeah? You heard about him? Avi Yemeni?
He's the best. He's the best. He's one of the best. He's in Melbourne.
He's one of the best, right? Oh my God, he's such a great guy.
No, he's a great dude. Abiy Ahmed is one of the best.
One of the best. He really goes to the pro-Hamas rallies and he trolls the shit out of them, you know. That's the best part.
I go to the pro-Israeli rallies. So right now we have one in Sydney. And my friend is going to go to it on Sunday. They're going to cancel it. And we don't want these people in Australia. You have so many Arab Muslims that they came from Syria as refugees. And after they came here, they have like anti-Semitism. They hate the Hindus. They hate everybody. They hate Christians. They hate Jewish people. They hate everybody. It's a terrible thing what their religion teaches them. I didn't even know what they teaches them, you know. And we're going to make sure nothing happens to our Jewish community in Australia, that the best we love them, and the Hindu community too. But the Muslim community, they're trying to show force and build a mosque in Western Sydney and going to go to the Sydney Bridge. And I'm like, the problem is like, you see those pictures out of like Gaza, as they call it. And the problem with Gaza is like 40% of Palestinians marry their first cousins. So they become inbred. So you see these kids that are malnourished. And they're not malnourished because they're sick or something else like that. And you look beside them, their mother is fat, obese, and just disgusting.
And it is the same thing.
Yeah.
Go ahead, buddy, go ahead.
I just want to say, you look at their mother beside them, their mother's obese. She's ugly. She's disgusting. She looks inbred. She has like those double eye chins, those double noses and everything. It's just a disgusting thing to look at. And they want to bring the old traditional pose to every single country. France right now, the reason why France wants to recognize it because they have a 10% Muslim population and they need it for the electoral votes, especially in Paris. They need in London too. 5 of the 12 cabinet members of the UK Stammer Party, they need the Muslim vote. So they can't go against it. That's why they want to do it. Same thing as in Canada. The reason Mark Carney won, because 40% of the Canadian people didn't even bother to vote in the federal election. It's a terrible thing that happened. But no, we don't want these Muslims in any country. What they do, they come here, they marry themselves, they don't work, the women don't work, and they're just inbred. It's a disgusting thing that happens. And nobody's willing to call it out because they're going to get killed. Like that guy in Norway, remember him? Salwa Mamadka. Remember, he used to burn the Quran?
Yeah.
And they murdered him. These people are savages, they're animals. I don't care if they come and kill me. I'm not even worried about these Muslims at all whatsoever. Fuck them.
The same problem is there in Europe, in Britain too, that consanguineous marriage, the marriage between cousins among specialists. And they won't even stop with 1 or 2 child even if they are told that if the babies that they would be having would be mentally challenged and retarded, or like physically also retarded. They actually use it as a tool to gain more, to get more social welfare. And these people are also provided, I don't remember, it's some mobility vehicle. Yeah, mobility vehicle. That is, the state pays for the hospital visits and something like
housing. That. And I have to go to work every single fucking day to subsidize these people. It's ridiculous. Why should I go to work every single?
You know, there's this one video that I was watching that day in front of the cathedral. Okay, in front of the cathedral, these people are doing namaz. In front of the cathedral, they are doing the Muslim prayer. And I'm like, why do we need to do it in front of the cathedral? It's in Melbourne, I think. Do you follow that?
Yeah, I saw that. It's a show dominance because in their own country,
we are here to take over. Yeah,
it's a show dominance. They're retarded.
And the cathedral responded by ringing the church bells, loud church bells. They retaliated. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Imagine Christians going to Mecca and praying, praise the Lord in front of Mecca. Imagine that. Has that happened? Will it happen?
No, the only reason it happened is the Pope said, yeah, we need to do another crusade. I mean, it took the people in Spain and Portugal 800 years to get their country back. Sometimes it takes a long time, but these Muslims are just retarded. All they do, they just come here and they just have many kids. They breed, they live on social welfare, and then they go and pray. Like on a Thursday in 4 p.m., I'm in my office working. I'm not in the fucking street because I'm not unemployed or doing some bullshit. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous what they're doing. And that's what they're trying to do to every country. Like in France, they threatened them. That's what the France president said. He's going to recognize a Palestinian state. It's ridiculous. Why would you reward terrorism? And even here, all the Muslim chicks, they're the biggest hoes. If you go to university in Australia, all the Muslim chicks, they...
My favorite is the people that always put it on their belt, and then they have it clamped there, and they just have it on the side. And look at them and going, I wonder how many times that thing has been knocked off, bumped into, just ripped from your pants and just fall to the floor. And this is why you're paying like whatever price it is for one of these cases when you could have just removed the case and it would have slid easily into your pockets.
Yes. What do you guys think of the feature, the polling feature?
We've only been asking it for 3 years.
I think it's interesting that Chatter was able to deliver it on day one, and it took Clubhouse like 5 years to make. It's crazy. I noticed that Kristen, Serendipity, and Brad have not answered the poll. Norman's not answered the poll either.
I can't make up my mind between two.
No. All four are pretty.
I think they should roll out the video streaming next, like Chatter has.
Ooh, I'm not a big fan of the video. I think audio is diminished when you turn on the video. And if you on Chatter when they were rolling it out, I think Dawn Fields uses it in a good way, like when she's doing the movie trailer stuff. That works, but outside of that, like you get people like Dr. Catherine that'll just make duck lips at the camera and drink wine and play with her hair, and it's just and then just do these random white girl dance moves. I've been in rooms where they were like, hey, everybody turn the camera on. There are 300 people in the room and like 5 people will turn it on, and it's the same 5 people. It's the ones that